coming. 7 weeks ago, Liz Truss stood at that very lectern and told us all the big tax cuts were coming. That was the Conservative plan to boost economic growth. What we're about to see in the next few days is the exact opposite. The economic backdrop has changed. Mr. Sunak is going to have to agree to spending cuts and to tax rises.
Well, everything now in Downing Street, all eyes fixed on the door of number 10, waiting for the conclusion of that cabinet meeting. I suspect it's over by now, and I suspect that what's happening now, Nick, is that Liz Truss is thanking officials, those officials who have been at her side for the last few weeks. Of course, some senior civil servants as well, including the Cabinet Secretary, who've been trying to guide government policy during a period of crisis. The door is opening, and Liz Truss emerges with her husband and daughters for the last time as Prime Minister.
It has been a huge honour to be Prime Minister of this great country, in particular to lead the nation in mourning the death of Her late Majesty the Queen after 70 years of service, and welcoming the accession of His Majesty King Charles III. In just a short period, this government has acted urgently and decisively on the side of hard-working families and businesses. We reversed the national insurance increase. We helped millions of households with their energy bills and helped thousands of businesses avoid bankruptcy. We are taking back our energy independence, so we are never again beholden to global market fluctuations or malign foreign powers. From my time as Prime Minister, I am more convinced than ever that we need to be bold and confront the challenges that we face. As the Roman philosopher Seneca wrote, it's not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It's because we do not dare that they are difficult. We simply cannot afford to be a low-growth country where the government takes up an increasing share of our national wealth, and where there are huge divides between different parts of our country. We need to take advantage of our Brexit freedoms to do things differently. This means delivering more freedom for our own citizens and restoring power to democratic institutions. It means lower taxes so people can keep more of the money that they earn. And it means delivering growth that will lead to more job security, higher wages, and greater opportunities for our children and grandchildren. Democracies must be able to deliver for their own people. We must be able to outcompete autocratic regimes where power lies in the hands of a few. And now more than ever, we must support Ukraine in their brave fight against Putin's aggression. Ukraine must prevail, and we must continue to strengthen our nation's defences. That's what I have been striving to achieve, and I wish Rishi Sunak every success for the good of our country. I want to thank Hugh, Francis, Liberty, my family and friends, and all the team at Number 10 for their love, friendship and support. I also want to thank my protection team. I look forward to spending more time in my constituency and continuing to serve South West Norfolk from the backbenches. Our country continues to battle through a storm. But I believe in Britain. I believe in the British people. And I know that brighter days lie ahead. Thank you.
Prime Minister Liz Truss, in her final statement in office as First Lord of the Treasury, leaving with her husband Hugh and 2 daughters, and a statement that tried to combine, I suppose, acknowledging what she felt were some of the limited achievements, and then an expression of regret as well for what had not been possible. So I suppose trying to make the best of what everyone would agree is, from her point of view, an extremely disappointing job for what other people would see as a real failure. Nick Eardley's still with me. What did you make of the tone of that, Nick, and the content?
It tempts you to put a positive spin on what's happened over the last few weeks. And Liz Truss talking about the action the government did take on energy bills ahead of winter, that it did take on reversing the national insurance increase. Interesting that Ms Truss did still talk about believing in a low tax economy,
yes,
something she wanted to deliver, but the way she did it caused economic turmoil, didn't it? And interesting there, just towards the end, pledging to stay on as a backbench MP and to support the new Prime Minister from the backbenches in the House of Commons. That will mean that we have both Ms Truss, Boris Johnson and Theresa May still in the Commons. I think that's the first time ever that we've had three former Prime Ministers still serving in the Commons.